Sometimes people focus is on the wrong things, not the soul. They're on outer parts, whether they got earrings, not earrings, tattoos, no tattoos. And the whole fact is God wants their soul.
Ask the pastor.
Is it wrong or disrespectful for guys wearing caps or hats in church?
There are two factors to consider here. One is the cultural factor. When I grew up, I'm 63. I'm much older than the other pastors on this panel. And I grew up being taught by my mom and dad, your hat comes off when you enter a building. Well, that's not the case anymore. So culturally, we have a difficult time with this. But biblically, there is some biblical precedent for what we're talking about. In 1 Corinthians chapter 11, particularly in verse 4, Paul writes that every man who has something on his head while praying or prophesying disgraces his head. He goes on to say that in verse 7, for a man ought not to have his head covered, since he is the image and the glory of God. Now, this presents a pretty difficult problem. We want people to feel welcome in our church. We don't want to upset people, but I will ask a man to remove his hat while he's in the sanctuary. I probably have a more traditional approach than the others, but that's how we do things at our church.
I mean, if we are followers of Jesus Christ took all 10 of those commandments and he said, look, let's put all 10 of these under these two right here. Love God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul. And then he said to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And when people are coming to the church, our whole goal is to win a soul. And that's the truth, that sometimes people focus is on the wrong things, not the soul. They're on outer parts, whether they got earrings, not earrings, tattoos, no tattoos. And the whole fact is God wants their soul. So there is an etiquette, though. There is an etiquette. There's proper manners. There's proper etiquette that people need to learn. Now, if someone's coming into the church, they don't know what the manners or the rule or the etiquette is. And so I think someone needs to teach them the etiquette, no question about it. But if they don't know, then, hey, if it's our culture of our church, every church has a different culture, different rules and regulations. So they need to abide by that because even in the courtroom, what blew me away was the judge in the courtroom judges that courtroom, meaning whatever they say, go. If they tell you to take your hat off, you better take your hat off. They tell you to sit down, you sit down. If not, you're in contempt of the court. So is the house of God. It's the house that should be reverend and governed by the priest of that church, that here is what we would like you to do. And if they do have to address it, it should be addressed in love, with compassion, not take that hat off while I kick your butt. None of that. It's, just like Pastor Hall said, you understand, because we're wanting to show the love, and it is the love that will win the souls. And if you do it right, and if you say it with right love, people don't mind taking their hat off. Even gang members don't mind taking their hat off. Even when I do funerals, I have them take their hat off, and they do it because I respect them and show them the love.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. To see more like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Get all the latest content from TCT Ministries. We'd love to pray alongside you for God's blessings in your life, so you can email your prayer requests to prayer@tct.tv or click the link below and submit your request at tct.tv. God bless you and thank you for watching.